The Deaf Nation Expo travels to 6 different cities all across America.
You don't need to travel by plane or overseas to join in on the festivities. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil might have the world's largest carnival event, but you could still find a little piece of culture here on campus. A diversity report from College Factual shows that Black and African American students make up 4% of CSUN's 40,000 student population. The ballroom scene is built on unity, having decades of rich history. To immerse yourself more in the diversity of ball culture, the Offstage Dance Studio and Reach LA offer classes in Los Angeles. The field is one of the most male-dominated. According to United States Census Bureau in 2019, women made 27% of all STEM workers compared to men making up 73%. Dimitri, Maurry, California State University, Northridge. Carnival, a time to celebrate culture and diversity from around the world. The annual Carnival event at CSUN brings the campus community together to experience different walks of life with live performances and food.
It's really important to create awareness about other cultures. We all come from different backgrounds, and then Carnival is like a celebration of joy. I think it creates that unity.
Many students are checking out the activities here, getting in on the various traditions.
And I love the food. That was a great part. Free food's always good. The pond set, Olympia, that was wonderful, truly great. The performances are truly wonderful also. I'm actually waiting in line for the tarot card reading. Personally, I'm not a believer, but I want to be convinced otherwise.
As CSUN recovers from the COVID-19 pandemic, many students are not involving themselves in campus life. However, student Katie Karoom believes the high turnout shows the Matador spirit is still alive and strong.
A lot of people are talking about how the Matador spirit is dead, but you know, this is what really shows you that you just have to bring things that people like. It encompasses a lot of cultures, a lot of backgrounds. It's very diverse and very inclusive.
As you can see behind me, you don't need to travel by plane or overseas to join in on the festivities. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil might have the world's largest carnival event, but you could still find a little piece of culture here on campus. Dimitri, Maurry, California State University, Northridge.
Members of the LGBTQ community in the ballroom scene have had a powerful impact on pop culture. CSUN student H. Lundris believes ballroom is the foreground for queer people of color to be represented.
When it comes to outfits, how we act, the lingo we use, we have deep roots within ballroom. It's always been a space for us to be ourselves. So that's why I think ballroom is such a unique thing and so special to our community and needs to be showcased more.
Dance instructor Destiny Ninja from the iconic House of Ninja feels people have to go beyond the classroom to get the full experience of ballroom. Her favorite part of teaching is getting students involved, encouraging them to attend the local balls.
You can teach at a class at a studio, that's one thing, but exposing them to the actual art, the actual ball, having them come to the balls, sharing ballroom information with them, sharing the history with them is probably my favorite part of it all.
She strives to have a safe atmosphere for queer youth that don't feel supported outside of dance, embracing their authentic selves or their persona.
A lot of queer youth doesn't have that support to be who they truly are back at home, so ballroom creates that safe space so you can be you or create this fantasy character that you want to be.
Jamaria Moore, winner of HBO Max Legendary and father of the house of Mark Jacobs, says it's important for Black queer youth to learn about the ballroom scene.
You get to learn about the history. It's like a blueprint to anything. You can't have a great foundation without a blueprint. It's super important because we get to learn more of what we had to go through in order to be where we are today.
The ballroom scene is built on unity, having decades of rich history. To immerse yourself more in the diversity of ball culture, the Offstage Dance Studio and Reach LA offer classes in Los Angeles. Dimitri, Maurry, California State University, Northridge. This event may sound loud to the average hearing person, but to a deaf person, the Deaf Nation Expo may sound something like this. For over 20 years, the Deaf Nation Expo has celebrated deaf culture serving the deaf and hard of hearing community since 2003. Many individuals are returning to the event for the first time since the pandemic. Jennifer Choi, that identifies as hard of hearing, is excited to be back, networking and spending time with friends.
I haven't really had the opportunity to go to any deaf events, and it's been 3 years, so I really wanted to take the opportunity to come to this event, meet old friends I haven't seen in a while. I used to come to Deaf Expo, very often, and so I missed out because of the pandemic.
Businesses and companies are coming out to support, showcasing resources and services available to the community.
Hearing people should be aware and knowledgeable and educated about our community so that they can work, to promote and provide access for deaf people. We struggle with communication and barriers on a daily basis that hearing people don't have to deal with.
Founder and president of Sign With Me Incorporated, Deanne Crosby, says it's important to learn about culture for the purpose of strengthening a connection.
We live in a world that we have so many different, ethnicities and backgrounds, and we oftentimes never really try to take the time to make a connection. And so I believe in order to make that connection, we have to be willing and open to learn about other cultures.
The Deaf Nation Expo travels to 6 different cities all across America, bringing both deaf and hearing people together. If you can't go to something like this event, taking ASL classes or watching videos online can better your signing skills to communicate with deaf people. From Pasadena, California, I'm Dimitri Maurry.